This is for first quarter of 2023, January, February, and March.
Did I hear we're doing double boxes on Monday?
Yes, I am continuing double boxes through today and Monday.
Okay.
So you don't have to stress getting down there today before 2 o'clock, and we'll spread it out through Monday.
Thank you. So it was pointed out this morning that my candy... close. There we go. That my candy cane ears kind of look like antennae, and like bug antennae, but they have little holly leaves on here. So they match my fingernails. There's little holly leaves on my nails. So I'm all, holly jolly. Okay, so... I don't know where the volume is. It did. The light's not on. Any better? Yes. Okay, so I turned it off and back on, but it could be the battery that's going. So
Cranked it up here too.
Oh, good. So this is also the first time that we've had, a live audience while we simultaneously record on YouTube. So this will be kind of interesting. All right, so the first thing I wanted to start off with in the newsletter on Monday, January 2nd, we have something called GNC. It's a new class that we have, that we're experimenting with called Gather and Create. It's an open sew class, but there's no instructor. So you just come in and sew on your own. You do have to sign up for it though, so make sure you sign up. All right, and then moving right along on January 3rd, I'm doing the Pick One of Three class. This is a by Annie class, and you get to pick your choice of either, ready? The In Control bag. This is the littlest bag. Or there's a Catch-All Caddy that's a little bit bigger than this one. Or the Road Trip bag that's the biggest of this one. So there's the baby sister, the middle sister, and the big sister. So you can, the construction is all similar. So you can pick one of three of those. All right, and then, thank you, on Wednesday, January 4th, yep, that's right, side up. I'm teaching this class. It's called Dragonfly Panel. There are kits for this. The center is a panel, and then the borders are pieced. And we do have a wide back for the back that's coordinating. So we have kits available for those. Very pretty, huh? Dragonflies! All right, on January 10th, which is a Tuesday, Trista is doing ruler quilt planning using this book. So this is Ruler Quilt Quilting Idea Book from Amanda Murphy. So the idea, I believe, is to kind of, have a quilt sample and try and decide what patterns are going to go where. Hence the planning. And then Julie's doing album quilt embroidery on one Thursday a month. You can sign up for all three or one or two, right? So the first one will be Thursday, January 12th. So it is machine embroidery. We have a couple different patterns that are available. And, here's another one. And we have a brand new kit available for very beginners. Beginner machine embroiderers. So this one is called Spring Sprouts. And then Julie's got this kit in her hand of the colors and background that are for it.
You can use your own, but I've got the kit available.
So you can pick your own colors, but we do have this kit available. Put that there. Make sure our cord doesn't get caught. All right, Friday, January 13th, I'm teaching a class called Woven Spirals. It's this basket right here. You pick whatever color fabric you want. I have to thank Dorothy for this one. She brought this pattern to my attention, and it was a cute little pattern. It went together pretty easy. It took a little bit of time to do the satin stitching, but it was not difficult. And then around the top, I used some of the By Annie's fold-over elastic to finish off the edges. Lynn is doing beginning piecing for 3 Mondays in a row in January, so January 16th, 23rd, and 30th. And these are her samples that she will be teaching you how to make. So if you need to brush up on your beginning piecing skills, or if you are a beginning piecer, or have a friend that's a beginning piecer, this is a great class. She makes several different samples of blocks. Okay. Thursday, January 19th, we're doing a rag quilt class. This class is going to be taught by one of our technicians, Jessica. So we have a couple different rag quilt patterns and some kits at the store ready to go, or you can pick your own flannel. They are super comfy. Rag quilts are so soft. Alrighty. Lorraine's Calendar Club, her first one in January is called Ballerina. It is the 25th. And I guess it's ballerina because those stars are kind of dancing on point. That's what I see when I look at it. She did make hers out of flannel. This in particular one would be great for a little baby to play on. What do you call that? A floor mat? Something you throw the baby on the floor? All right. On Thursdays, oh, yes.
I'm sorry, Paige, you're doing a great job, but could you just walk a little bit? We've got a little obstructed.
Oh, you can't see through that post? No. Okay. I don't know, why not? Did you not bring your x-ray glasses with you? Was that not on the supply list? Okay, so on Thursdays, last Thursday of the month, Julie does embroidery workshop in the morning. So Julie's got her little samples in her hand. They're little mug rugs from Kimberbell. Pam's got the CD in her hand. So walk that way.
Explain what it is.
Oh, okay, so embroidery workshop is perfect for beginners. It's designed for beginners. The class with the class fee, so you pay by the quarter, but with the class fee, you get a kit to make the little mug rugs. So Julie gets those all ready for you, and she will help you work through that. And it's open to any brand of sewing machine, embroidery machine, technically. Okay, and then in the afternoon of Thursday, January 26th, Julie's doing the Intro to Tea Towels, so this is another beginner class.
Any towel, any design.
Okay, so you bring your own towel and your own design.
And this is in the machine.
This is all in the hoop.
Well, in the hoop, but this is the design in the machine. These are patterns available.
Got it. Okay, so this L, she designed in her sewing machine as an in-machine design option. The others, the little waffle tea towels, are store-purchased embroidery designs.
This one comes in the machine.
Oh, this was, excuse me, this was a design in the machine.
Which machine?
Yeah, what machine?
That was the Meridian.
In the Meridian.
And this one? Purchase.
Okay.
Okay.
And then when you do embroidery on anything with a nap, you need a topper. So Julie will go over how to be successful when you're stitching on towels. Those would make great gifts, don't you think? Okay, January 28th, Trista's doing a serger class. It's called Bonding with Your Overlocker. So the first one here on Saturday the 28th is a shoe bag. A shoe bag. So when you travel, you can put your shoes in here. And it has a little vinyl window in the front so you can see what shoes are in there. Because, maybe you have to take more than one pair, right? Depending on where you're going, you might need several pair. Oh, Trista says you can put other things in it besides shoes. Actually, this would probably be good to put like your towel or something in there. Because maybe you don't want to use a towel. Maybe you don't want to use the motel's towel because Who knows who else used it? Yeah. Or, okay, so here's another thing. I do have a special towel that I use for my hair. You know, that because you got long hair, it's this special wraparound kind of towel. I could put that towel in there. All right, so moving on. Pedal pillow. Tuesday, January 31st. This is, I use some of the cute little fabric we have at the store. Little animals, dogs and cats and paw prints and bright prints. It wasn't difficult. It took a little bit of time to make the pedals, but it wasn't hard. And it takes fat quarters or scraps. You can certainly use your scraps for that. There is a plastic template to cut the pedal shapes out as an option. The pattern comes with a little pattern. That didn't make sense. The pattern comes with a little template that you can cut out of plastic template. And you can cut your own, trace your own, but there's also an optional ruler that you can cut around. And this pattern designer has a few other patterns that use that template. So if you get the ruler, you might, and you like that style, you might want to make other patterns. All right, so moving right along. Beginning binding on Wednesday, February 1st. So we will do some bias binding to go around curves. And then over there, Pam has 2 samples of binding. So one is a traditional width binding. The other one is an extra wide binding. So I will teach you how to measure and sew those different sizes of bindings on. And I drew on there with a Sharpie to simulate a pieced border. So I will show you how to attach your binding so that you don't cut your points off. No, heavens no. So we'll go over mitered corners, how to join the ends, how to piece your strips together, all that. Okie dokie. On Wednesday, February 8th, Lorraine's Calendar Club. This one is called Shuffle. I love that purple in there. That's really pretty. Higher. A little to the left. Wait, a little to the right. Back to where it was to begin with. I should show my fingers more, huh? Yeah. All right. On. Jeff, do you want to say anything about the OESD event? I can fill space until you get up here. I'll talk about the next class while you walk up. So we have Quilt As You Go. Julie's teaching this class. She's got a few different samples here. So Quilt As You Go being you quilt a block at a time, and then you piece your blocks together. And that's on Friday, February 10th. And Jeff's going to give you a little info about the OESD event.
All right, so February 14th or February 15th, we're having a OESD event. It's going to be a one-day hands-on workshop setup where we'll provide the sewing machines. There'll be 8 available spots each day, and you'll do 2 to 3 projects. We haven't decided the projects yet, so we don't have the samples. They're going to be from the garden party work shop. So I'm thinking we're not going to do the same ones we did like 2 years ago.
What is OSD?
OESD is Oklahoma Embroidery Design Supply. So they're just a company that provides us with the embroidery designs and the little kits and such that we will be sewing. So we'll be, at this point, I'm not even sure on the brands. We might even have mixed brands of machines in there. Depends upon what availability we have, because right now the Solaris has got really, really expensive. So I'm not even going to bring them in until they give me a deal. So we'll have Meridians, we might have Berninas, we might have whatever. So it could be very interesting. But with only 8, there's only 1 to a machine. There's only 8 in class. So it runs pretty easy. We don't stress you out. We're usually done early, and that makes it a happy day.
Okay, thank you. And on OESD, you should be able to finish your project so you don't have a UFO. All right, so that's not that one, this one. On Thursday, February 16th, Julie is doing a stack and whack UFO. So sometimes, only the Jason Yenter UFOs, only the Jason Yenter stack and whacks. I took one of her Jason Yenter classes, and I didn't finish, so I need to take a class like that to get mine finished. But sometimes those kits are so beautiful that we buy them and then never have a chance to work on them. So that's a perfect time to do that. All right, Friday, so that was Thursday. The next day, Friday, February 17th, Lorraine is teaching her sweatshirt class. She has taught this before. It's very popular. It makes great little jackets. And the quilted apparel is quite the rage these days. Make it in whatever colors you want. Saturday, for the working girls, of course, some of you work on Saturday too. On Saturday, February 18th, I'm teaching this little folding wallet. This is a by Annie pattern. You can open it up. It's got all kinds of pockets, places for credit cards, other cards, even a spot for your checkbook, for a pen. You see my Starbucks cards in there already? Priorities, right?
Essentials.
Yes, essentials are in there. The strap is removable. You can also double it up so that it's not so long, but you can take the strap off and then just carry it as a wallet in your purse as well. But that's just the perfect size to carry into the grocery store.
Perfect size.
Bye! It does match your outfit very nicely. Okay, what's next? Free motion quilting on Tuesday, February 21st. Trista's going to teach you how to master your free motion quilting. So in the sample here, she's got them sectioned off into squares so that you can practice designs in each square. Can you see those? The blue, I think, shows up a little better. So there's feathers, there's stipple, there's a micro stipple, there's free motion couching, all kinds of nice designs. And it's just, playing with your free motion quilting and getting used to using it. Alrighty. On 25th, Saturday, move this over a little bit, February 25th, Trista's having another serger overlocker bonding class. This time you're making an apron.
Super fun and easy. Yeah.
Trista says it's super fun and easy. And it's got a pocket and a zippered pocket. And I bet that zipper's put in with the serger.
Yeah, they want to see it over here.
And this loop right here is to put a tea towel. Oh, we always need our cell phone, right? So there's a pocket for your phone.
Can't be without that phone.
No, it's attached to us 24/7.
That's what my husband says.
Mm-hmm. So on Tuesday, February 28th, I'm doing a BSR panel practice. So more free motion quilting, but this is limited to people with the Bernina stitch regulator. So a lot of times you have this great tool and you don't use it because you don't know how to use it or the best techniques to use it. So we will use a panel. It doesn't have to be this panel, but we do have this cute little piggy panel in the store if you'd like to do that one. And I thought it was appropriate because it says anything is possible, including mastering your BSR. And that's in the morning. And then in the afternoon, I have this teeny tiny little, good luck there, Julie, mini notebook cover. It's it's sealed shut. This is what happens when you go live, right?
I can't get the pen up.
Let Pam do it. We'll just deflect from that a little bit. So the problem with that pen is it has the little rubber grippy part, so it's sticking. So on Tuesday, March 7th, we'll just move right on to March. We're doing this inside out quilt. Yay! More dragonflies for Alice. So this is the same fabric line as the dragonfly panel, but a totally different pattern. So we do have kits for this available also. Oh, there, we needed, you know, we always need somebody a little bit taller to do our show and tell. Tell a joke. Just hold it for a second. We're going to get the pen out of here.
Whose idea was that?
Mine. It was me. It was
Didn't
all
test
me.
it.
I will succeed. Whew. Okay. This is the little mini notebook. It takes a little, what is that, 3x5 notebook inside here. And it has a little pocket. Whoops, I have it upside down. There's a little pocket here on one side for, you know, business cards or little notes, whatever you need to put in there. This is, no, or a different pen. This is a by Annie pattern. It went together really quick and easy. And as a bonus, I ordered a bunch of not a bunch, but I ordered several of the notebooks for you. So when you sign up for a class, you get a free notebook in class. So all you have to do is make the cover and bring a pen without a little rubber gripper on it. Oh yeah, Jeff to the rescue. He's got a normal pen.
It doesn't even have a tip on it, so you can't mark it up.
All right. Yeah, obviously that's what I need is a childproof one. This is another calendar club from Lorraine. This one is called Centerpiece. That's on March 8th. It does use a border print. Okay. Well, the girls show that off.
6 months ahead.
Yes.
We're already into June for next year.
We are planning for second quarter, easily, yeah. That's how far in advance we have to plan. So I'm doing the more quilting with your walking foot again on Monday and Tuesday, March 13th and 14th. So you do have to have taken the quilting with your walking foot before you can take more quilting with your walking foot. But I am alternating those classes every other quarter. Okay. What's going on back there? Nothing. Do not look. What does the Wizard of Oz say? Don't.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
That's it. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. All right. This quilt is called Blue Maze. It's on Friday, March 10th. Blue Maze. We do have kits for that. It is a courthouse steps block. So it is a beginner-friendly, pretty basic piecing. If your seams aren't real accurate, then we just square all your blocks up at the end. That doesn't always work. That doesn't work with every quilt pattern, but with that one it does. Oh, well, okay, so don't get excited about this one because this class is already full. But this is a Jason Yenter. It's called Dazzle Kaleidoscope. It is beautiful. We love our Jason Yenter. He's done this design several times with different fabric lines.
But there is a waiting list.
It's true. You never know.
Somebody knocks off or whatever.
You could go steal their kid.
So the problem with doing a second class is getting more fabric. All right. Is it what fabric?
Just the border.
It's a border fabric, yeah. The border fabric is used to make all of the little circle shapes. And a, what degree ruler?
45.
A 45-degree ruler. Not a 60. I showed up to class with the 60. I got put in detention. I got demerits. Okay, moving on. March 22nd, which is a Wednesday. I'm teaching this again. I've taught it before. It's called A Place for Everything. It is a biannual class. It's not so much as difficult as there's a lot of parts and pieces to it. So it's got all these pages inside that are removable, and you can swap them in and out. You can make them out of mesh. Hello, hello. You can make them out of mesh or vinyl. They're zippered or slip pockets. You can put dividers in where you need to. Very customizable. If you do your, what's that? You do learn a lot in this one because you work with like everything there. 2-sided zippers, single-sided zippers, hardware, mesh, vinyl, fold-over elastic, all that stuff. Okay, so we were on March 22nd, 24th. Oh, Pam is teaching English paper piecing. So do they put them together in the pillow?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so it's a 2-day class. Fridays on March 24th, you learn how to do the paper piecing, and then on the 31st, you will assemble the pillow. So I'm just going to take a minute and tell the whole story here. So I bought the fabric to do the Tulip Pink Queen of Diamonds block of the month. We have enough for 6 if anybody wants to buy into that. We have a couple slots spoken for. It is English paper pieced. So conveniently, before Pam even knew that, she says, I think I'd like to teach a paper piecing class.
I don't remember that.
And I said, what kind of paper piecing? Julie usually does that. She says English paper piecing. She is English, right? You guys knew that, right? She's English. That's appropriate, English paper piecing. So I jumped right on that, and I said, oh, conveniently, we have a English paper piece block of the month coming up. So there was no backing out for her after that. So she will teach you how to paper piece so that if you are interested in Tulip Pink's Queen of Diamonds, you will be able to complete that. Okay. Okay. What Julie's holding up right now is called Sewing Room Embroidery. It's on Monday, March 27th. We have kits for this, and we have, what's the matter? You can't hear me no more?
March 27th.
Oh, some people say it is going. Better? This time I turned it off and back on. Are we out of range? I turned it off and back on again, I don't know. All right, Sewing Room Essentials, Monday, March 27th. We do have kits for class. We also have extra kits if you want to make this on your own. So this is machine embroidery made to look like hand embroidered red work. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Also beginner friendly.
Very beginner.
Very beginner friendly. And you don't have to change thread a bunch of times. That's right. It's only one color. Trista is repeating her thread play class on Thursday, March 30th. You make all these cool little samples with different threads. There's metallic thread, and that's all I can see from the backside. This is also being offered later this month, December 21st. I'm not sure if there's space available in that class or not. So if you want to try and take it sooner, you can. If it's full, then sign up for the March one. But you have a nice little sample here then of different threads. All right, and our very last one is ruler work on Friday, March 31st. So Trista will teach you how to use your rulers to do quilting. So ruler work is just one more tool in your tool bag. You can do walking foot, you can do free motion, you can do ruler work. Sometimes you quilt by check, but it's one more tool in your toolbox. Okay, that's all for our class samples. Anything else?
I got new product.
Jeff's got stuff to show you. So we're going to walk this way.
All right. So again, we love it when those classes are full. When we have somebody in the classroom, the store is active, and it's wonderful. When we don't have anybody in there, people come in the store going, "What's going on? There's nobody here." It's like a restaurant. When there's no cars out front, who pulls up, right? Anyways, I've got a couple things here. One's just a thing I found. Does anybody here have a Pro Stitcher handy quilter? Anybody here have one? I have a free CD on basics. You guys arm wrestle for it. If you want a CD on how to edge and cropping for the Pro Stitcher, I found it just in the box when we were looking for stuff. Didn't think putting it in a bag in here would really help. Is this cutting out? Okay, all right. The other thing is, remember the udder cream, the balm, the udder cream stuff? It came in a white with black spots. Well, that company is now making Quilter's hand cream. They make it in Dove White, which is no scent. They also make it in, I love the name of this. It's Fussy Cut Floral and Patchwork Lemon. So we have these back in stock at the store. So we have samples if you want to come by the store and sample them out. They run $10.99, and they're a pump. They're not aerosol. So, and since he had me on the phone, he said, "You should try Doc Hogan's Pain Relief Menthol." So I said, "I'll go try it." I took a thing of it home, and lately I wake up about 2 in the morning and my knee is aching. And I would take a leave, and it was fine. The other night I said, "I don't want to take a leave." I rubbed some of this on there, and I don't know if it made the pain go away, but it was so tingly I didn't feel the pain anymore. And it worked. I fell asleep. So, testimonial. It's a different sort of. Anyway. The next thing, and this was a Pam idea. Pam has great ideas. It just sometimes takes a little while for me to get them down. This is a kit of all the Bernina Jeff maintenance tools in a oil-proof little zip bag. A lot of you might have all but one or two of these tools. I'm going to go through what's in here. It has the Perfect Tip oiler, and it can be ordered in yellow for all brands or red for black bobbin Berninas. It has a red needle grabber. It's a little grabber with a hook on the end. It grabs the needle so you can poke it in there and tighten it. Really works great on sergers too. It has the offset tweezers by Bernina. These are the best tweezers I've ever used. It has blue tip cleaning swabs. It has a pen light so you can get in to look and see what you have. It has a little caddy you can stick on the side of something. It can hold reading glasses or a small pair of scissors. It has a Vera tool, which is actually a pot scraper, but you can use it for finger pressing. Do you ever finger press a seam? Use this Vera tool and just rip that across the fabric. Well, it doesn't rip. And it gives you that finger press seam. So another use for that Vera tool. It also is great for scraping off labels with a little oil on the label. You scrape it off, or you can use it to take off the presser, the needle plate on your Berninas. It has a little hook tool to help clean out threads in a tension unit. It has a credit card knife. If you haven't seen my credit card knife, it's the size of a credit card. It folds out, and I razor sharpen these. Every single one I personally sharpen, and they're razor sharp. So if you get a nest underneath your fabric, you open up this knife and you just kind of slice off the threads so you're not yanking it out of your machine. When you yank a project out of your machine, you have a good chance of damaging something underneath, especially on the 7 series. It tends to damage the thread cutter. It comes with a 12-inch long pipe cleaner, and it comes in this pouch. I'm actually selling the pouches separately. If you want to buy a pouch for $2.99 because you already have it all, you can buy the pouches too. This is a $55. If you add it all up, it's $55. You save $9, $45.99 as a kit. And this is the only one in existence right now. And I'm going to auction it off. No, I'm going to give it away. Get your ticket. You're not going to miss out on the grand prize. So just get your tickets out. And where are the? I think Pam should pull one out from in there. And if you don't have, this one's built with the red capped oil. You can exchange it if you want the yellow capped oil, and that works on all machines.
I got somebody here that needs to go in.
Put it all back in there and mix them up.
So we drew one. Good thing you didn't say the number.
Yeah, there's no disappointment yet. All right, the suspense is killing us. And what I'm going to do too is I've got a whole bunch of clear labels. I'm going to have a barcode on that, so you can actually just take your phone, go to the barcode, and it'll go to a YouTube on how to use all these products. The best way to clean your machine. And it'll be generic. And, oh, I love numbers. 877 are the last three numbers. 877. And she's going to put that back in. Yep. Yes. You just asked for the label. Who has 877? All the way back there. All right. Yay. Okay. That's all my goodies. All right. I think the best logistics for some show and tell is kind of line up here, and then I'll help hold them up here, and you can talk about the show and tell and stuff. All right? That's part of the oohs and ahs of this little event. And I'm just going to wrap it up. We're not going to video here, so you don't have to worry about your mug on the internet. So I'm saying goodbye. This is Bernina Jeff at High Fashion Sewing Machines and Quilt Shop in Grand Junction, Colorado. Remember to visit my Shopify account. That's bernina-jeff.myshopify.com. Or email me at jpvlefty@aol.com. Thanks.